Hey guys, Survive Sleep Slay here. So I wanted to check in and update you guys on my status here. I am on my second day post-op. So surgery was Monday, it is now Wednesday. Sipping on some tea. Decaf tea, of course. So that reminds me, I am struggling to remember to take tiny sips. Taking sips like I normally would, and sometimes that's a little bit much on my stomach, so it reminds me to slow down and take smaller sips. I guess I wanted to cover just some things that I didn't really expect about VSG, and please excuse my cats in the background who are obviously trying to get camera time by stalking one of my leopard geckos. So here's a couple things I didn't expect. First of all, I'll go through my stats. So I actually had surgery Monday, March 5th, 2018 at Silver Cross Hospital in New Lenox, Illinois with Dr. Brian Lehman. My highest weight ever was 252. When I started this in July, right after chemo, my weight was 237. And when I had surgery, my weight was 213. So in my pre-op, I went from 237 to 213, and I actually have not weighed myself since surgery because I'm very bloated. My stomach is very swollen, and I just don't feel like I'm going to get super accurate number until my swelling goes down a little bit. So I think I might wait a week. But here's what's up with the things that I did not expect. And one of those things is this nagging pain in my left shoulder. And I know it's like a gas bubble from surgery because they pump so much gas into your abdomen to kind of give them room to work. And it just gets kind of trapped in this shoulder region here. And it's super uncomfortable. I mean, like it'll catch me sometimes and kind of be so sharp that it takes my breath away a little bit. But I didn't expect that. Although I had heard some people complain about it. Yeah, I guess I didn't expect it to hang around for this long. Although it's like 2 days post-op, so I better just realize that sometimes that I'm not that far out of surgery. So I expected there to be pain, but I don't know if I was quite prepared for what kind of pain it was going to be and all of the weirdness that was going to come along with the pain. So I am taking my pain medication, which could be one of the reasons why I'm having difficulty putting together sentences right now, but please excuse that. So the pain for me was manageable. I mean, it's still manageable. It's just, it's like incision pain, obviously, and soreness in the muscles just from having surgery and having somebody in there, digging around and stitching up and all of that stuff. So it's to be expected to have muscle pain after surgery, and I get that totally. I guess I just didn't really expect, I don't know. Well, for one thing, my incisions are high up on my stomach. So, like, I'm not there yet where I can show you that, but basically, I don't know, there's like 6 small incisions above the belly button, like kind of in a circle above my belly button. Basically, it looks like I was in some sort of satanic ritual because it's just really bizarre looking. It's all in a circle and it's just really weird. But the one incision on the left side in particular, I think, which is where they, did the most work, that one is really painful. And I don't know, I feel like it's that gas bubble like in my chest and my shoulder that is really naggy. But the pain in my incision and on the left side, that kind of scares me because then I'm like, oh my God, is this normal? Did I do something wrong? Is there something happening in my body that shouldn't be happening? And I mean, I know it's surgery, it's major surgery, so I have to, kind of chill out. But the gas pain is really on my nerves. So I think I'm gonna actually put a heating pad on my shoulder um, after I finish recording and see if, that kind of eases the gas pain in my shoulder. Um, Other than that, I was still kind of getting over the flu when I had surgery. I was not 100% over it. My voice is still weird. I don't know if that's because of I was getting over it or it's from the tube being intubated during surgery. Could be a little bit of both. Um, I don't know if you watched my video that I recorded. I still have that crap on my arm from the sticky. I hate that. I'll go at it tonight with some essential oil, but I hate this stuff so much. I don't know if you watched my video where I recorded the day of surgery, but I did have like it. It almost to me looked like dried blood around my mouth, and then I think at one point maybe I had a bloody nose because when I this could be TMI, but when I blew my nose, there was some bloodiness in my nose, and then I had like this, I don't know, dried something here. So, I don't know if maybe I got a bloody nose during surgery. I don't know. I was so out of it the day of surgery on Monday. I couldn't tell you what transpired. I know surgery happened. Above and beyond that, if I didn't take that video, I would have had no recollection of that day at all because I was on morphine and generally I don't remember much about the first day after or the first day of surgery. Like it's usually all a blur. Um, so the other thing I did not expect is just the surreal feeling of all of it. I several times I sit there and I'm like, oh my God, like all that planning and all of that waiting and it like it's done. Like I did it. I actually had this surgery and it's kind of hard to wrap my brain around, honestly. It's kind of mind blowing. Like, wow, like I did this. It's something that I've been talking about for all of these months, and now it's done. And it's just really, I don't know. There's parts of you that are like, did I actually do it? Did they do anything to my stomach? But then you'll like take a sip that's too big, and you're like, oh yeah, yeah, they did. They did something to my stomach. Um, what I'm drinking right now actually is a Bigelow herbal tea, orange spice, and I put a little bit of Jordan's Skinny Syrup pumpkin caramel in there because I am so over sugar-free Powerade and water and popsicles. I just needed something different. Thankfully, my doctor, he allows us to go to pureed foods on your third day post-op, which for me is going to be tomorrow. So I don't know if I have ever looked forward to cottage cheese and scrambled eggs more in my life. Not because I'm like starving, but just because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like an alien or something because I can't eat solid food. And it's just really bizarre. It's just really weird. This whole thing is just so weird. It's so hard for me to wrap my head around. It actually occurred to me today that I'm going to, lose weight from this. This is what the surgery is for, is to help me get my weight under control. But I think I had been up until that moment feeling like this surgery was just another surgery because I did have 4 surgeries last year for the ovarian cancer. So I think I had just kind of in my brain just been like associating this as just like a regular surgery. And then it occurred to me this morning, like, this is going to result in something good. This is a good thing. This is something that's, going to help you get healthy and, be more aware of your body. And I think I'd just forgotten that somewhere along the lines. Like, I forgot to be excited about it, if that makes sense. I was so wrapped up in like healing from surgery and all of the rules and just trying to do everything the correct way that I forgot that I should be excited about this, that this is it's a good thing. It's something that, I'm doing to improve my life. So I don't know if that happened to anybody else, but I somewhere in the midst of healing forgot to be excited about the fact that this surgery happened. And now, as I heal, I can begin to make these healthy changes for myself. And yeah, it was cathartic, but it was like, this is what you've been preparing for. This is a good thing. It's a good thing. Um, and like I said, I think that I just got so kind of caught up in the surgery itself and all the rules and regulations and, the pain and I forgot to be like, hey, yay, I did it, you know? So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm so A or B, black or white, that sometimes I forget to kind of take a look at the bigger picture. So I did get out of the hospital yesterday. There was not a lot of prerequisites for me to leave the hospital. Normally they want you to do one thing or make sure you're doing something, but there really wasn't a whole lot of making sure that I was doing anything. I mean, I had started like burping, which is a whole other thing. Like I get this feeling like a hunger pang in my stomach, and then I'll hear a gurgling, and then I'll have to burp. So apparently that's just how I burp now. I don't know if that's going to be like forever or if that's just something while my body is adjusting, but that is definitely weird. So yeah, I mean, they just kind of cut me loose with my pain meds and my instructions. So I'm trying to figure things out. I'm going to take it one day at a time and follow all the rules, but like today, as I was eating some broth, because I am still on clear liquids, I had to add like a little bit of Trader Joe's chili lime seasoning to my broth because, like, I get that we are supposed to be, taking it easy on our stomach and everything, but like, I thought if it's going to be easier for you to get this broth down if you put in like a half teaspoon of chili lime, I think it's fine. I don't know. It's not like there's a bunch of calories in it, or I wasn't trying to eat like a plate of spaghetti. It's just I'm such kind of a rule follower that whenever anything like that happens, I almost feel like I need to call somebody and get permission. But I think it'll be okay. So far, no side effects from that whatsoever. And like now with the tea with a little bit of Jordan's skinny syrup in it, it's like there's no calories in it. There's no carbs in it. It's totally sugar free and it's clear. So, I mean, there's really no difference than this and like, more Powerade, which I cannot put in my face because I've had enough of the sugar-free Powerade. Jello, I cannot even eat. My body is like, no, we're not doing that. I tried hospital Jello, which, truth be told, hospital Jello always kind of sucks, but that wasn't happening. And then the nutritionist was like, we have Jello on this floor too, if you want to try that instead of the cafeteria Jello. And I tried that and it was gross. And then I came home and I tried the sugar-free Jello packets that I was, having no problem with before surgery. And I think I got like 3 bites in and I was just like, there is no point in trying to get this down because I'm not enjoying it and it's just not pleasant. I don't know. I don't know if it's the texture or what, but it's just not happening. Yeah, so I've basically been living off of sugar-free Powerade, high-protein bone broth, Crystal Light lemonade, water, and sugar-free popsicles, which I'm really thankful for the sugar-free popsicles because they have been the real lifesaver throughout this process. Sugar-free banana popsicles are probably one of the best things ever, in my opinion, right now. And sugar-free grape also. Banana and grape. And I'm sitting here talking about popsicles, and again, that could be the pain meds talking. I don't know. Who knows? But I did agree to document all of this and be completely honest. And to be completely honest, on day 3, it kind of sucks. Day 2 sucked worse. Day 1, I don't have any memory of, so I couldn't tell you if it sucked or not. Probably, but I think I slept most of the day. But it does suck a little bit, and it is major surgery, so you have to keep that in mind. Like, this is not a cakewalk. This is not just a little nip and tuck here and then you're pushed on your way. It's major surgery, and there is major surgery recovery required. So yeah, I mean, it sucks a little bit. Do I regret it? No, not at all. Not at this point. You know, I'll keep checking in and keep letting you know, but as of this point, I don't regret it. I haven't seen any results, so, and that's just me, my honest opinion. If something changes, like I said, I will keep you guys up to date. But for now, I think I'm recovering as expected, and yeah, I just wasn't really expecting the amount of pain for some reason, which is foolish because I should have, because it is major surgery. My hospital particularly would not let me have those Gasx strips. And to be honest, like, I'm not even sure that would help with this issue, because this is not in my stomach. It's not in my intestines. It's up in my shoulder, because it was in my abdominal cavity, and now it's all up in my shoulder. So I don't even think Gasx would help with this. I think it's just, a matter of walking around, which I have been doing, which when my boyfriend comes home and sees that I did the dishes today, he's going to probably be like, "What are you doing?" And the answer is, I don't know. I'm just trying to, like, get up and walk around, because I don't like to lay down and feel like I'm, giving up on life when I'm sick or when I'm injured or recovering. I'm definitely more of a get up and do what you got to do type of person. But that being said, I do know that I need to rest, so I'm gonna wrap this up because I've been rambling for, I don't have my glasses on, so, oh my, a long time. It's probably my longest video ever. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up, and I will probably check in at the end of the week and let everybody know how everything's going, but as of now, it's going pretty good. And so if you are nervous about having the surgery, really try not to be too nervous. It's, they'll give you something to calm you down, and then they'll wheel you into the OR, and the next thing you know, you're waking up, and you just kind of deal with it. I mean, pain meds are a thing for a reason. Take them. Like, if you need them, take them. That's what they're there for. I know I won't need all of these pain pills, but for now, I'm taking them because it hurts, and that's what they're there for. So that being said, also, I did take a shower today, which is like, I don't know if there's anything that feels better after surgery than like a warm shower in your own house. It's amazing. Like, you feel like a human after you're able to shower for the first time. So, yeah, that really helped. I mean, just like, try to do things that you're familiar with. Take a shower, watch a show that you're familiar with. Ground yourself a little bit, because it's easy to kind of fall into that trap of like, I'm gonna lay on the couch and I'm gonna do nothing but take pain meds and get up to go to the bathroom. And like, you really don't want to do that. You probably don't want to walk around doing chores around the house, but get up and walk so that you feel like a person, and that, like, you're not allowing yourself to kind of give in to the whole I'm going to lay around and do nothing, because it's not good for your mental state. And it's also not good for your breathing. You need to be up and walking around so that you can cough all of that remnants of anesthetic up out of your lungs. And yeah, so that's my advice. Do with it what you will. Don't forget an extension cord when you go to the hospital. And I asked my nurse for those little cups that they give you medicine in, because I've been using them to sip out of. And I had to give myself Lovenox shots for the next 2 days. I gave myself one this morning, so I asked her for alcohol swabs as well. So if you think there's something you're going to need that you don't have at home, like, you're not going to feel like stopping for all of this garbage. You're just going to want to go home and rest. So ask your nurse for it because they have a ton of it, and if your nurse is sort of cool, like, they don't care. They will give you whatever you ask for. It's not a big deal. So that's a little pearl of wisdom from me to you. And I will check in a couple days again. Hope everybody's doing well, and I will talk to you soon.